What's going on, people? It's Jada Black here, back with another video. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. We're gonna talk about Blueface. I've only made one video about Blueface. It's on my Jada Black Live Streams 2 channel, which you should be subscribed to. And I address, the real reason, the situation with him calling out her box and whether it's real or fake. I went into that discussion about Blueface, but that's the only time I've really addressed Blueface. But in this video, I'm going to talk about this video. Well, it's two separate videos. His mother recorder and his sister recorder being kicked out of his house due to a thought. Him wanting to be with his side piece, because I think he has 4 girlfriends and the side piece was over there. And initially, they were saying that his mother and his sister lived with him. But I don't think that is the case according to his own sister. So we're going to get into that. But make sure y'all like this video. I did a live stream a couple days ago on my Jada Black Live Streams 2 channel on a certain weather girl IG model, right? The stream had about 15,000 views in one day. I actually put that live stream on Patreon, okay? So $5 a month or more, you can see it. That stream was too hot for YouTube. Okay, one of my best streams yet, but again, I put together a lot of good live streams. So if you want to see that particular live stream, because people been hitting me up about it, it's there. I just felt like, I just felt like certain videos and certain content are going to be moved to Patreon. They're not going to be on YouTube. So I just want to let y'all know, if y'all looking for it, that's where it's at. All right. But now back to Blueface. I really don't care for Blueface's music. He's one of these guys who was put out there, propped up. Nobody really asked for his music. He got clowned very badly at the BET Awards for rapping all off beat, walking around holding his pants, and just being a mess. And this is why I am critical socially of everything that goes on, no matter if it's music, no matter if it's sports, because people like Blueface are not real rappers. They're not people who I would listen to, and I think the other people shouldn't either. But the guy's performing in front of crowds. He has fans for whatever reason. And what comes with that is money and fame, right? So here you have Blueface, who in this video is pushing sister set downstairs because she won't leave. He's probably told her to leave numerous of times, so he's taking it upon himself to do that. And what's interesting is that his mother was recording the whole thing. And it's like, okay, instead of you recording, if you see a situation now again, you have to record it for your own safety. I understand this. But in this situation, you're recording this guy in his house. Now, I don't agree with what Blueface did. I don't. I'm not here to defend Blueface. I'm not a fan of Blueface. I'm not defending him. But I just want to play, the other side of this. You're filming him in his house. This is a situation that probably has happened numerous times that we don't even know about. Okay? But I will say this before I really get in depth of this conversation. If somebody tells you to leave out of their house, the best thing you can do is leave, because you don't know if that person is high. You don't know if that person is intoxicated in any way. You don't want to get into no fight with them. And the one thing I've noticed, especially about black women, is they want to be combative with you. If somebody doesn't want you in their space, just leave. Don't put yourself in a position to get hurt. Him pushing her down the stairs should have never happened. If he's telling you to leave, leave. But as the story goes, apparently, people are saying that his mother and his sister live with him. But according to his own sister, she says the mother was visiting, and and the sister herself lives with Blueface and his 4 girlfriends, right? And I guess she didn't take too kindly to this particular girl coming into the house and not acknowledging his mother. And that's where the altercation took place. Apparently, the mother and the sister probably ganged up on the side piece, and Blueface was like, y'all gotta go, you know. But apparently the sister and mama felt like they ain't gotta go nowhere. Now I want to give y'all a little background to the mother and why I'm playing, you know, looking at both sides of this. I don't want to just go at Blueface. It's easy to go at Blueface, but we have to understand that, you know, his mother enjoys his success. She put up a post on Instagram, and by the way, his mother looks like the older version of his sister. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. She put up a post on Instagram that said, "Time to upgrade my Mother's Day wish list now that my son got money." And Blueface put up a post of her holding 10 grand and talking about going to the Bahamas. Now again, that was some underhanded cold shit, bro. I don't agree with that, you know. But you know, in this situation, man, like, we got to understand the mindset of the people in this. Let's see. Let's go to the sister's post. It says, "Mom's visiting and I'm waiting for my apartment that's ready tomorrow. Ain't no free loading, period. Everything you see me do, I did for me. Sad what a B can do to a nigga head. She must suck some mean dizzick. You only got clout cause of mommy stupid. How you think you got here? Saddest thing is she paid all those studio sessions when you was living in your car. She deserved all the clout. Run her shit up." Then she added her mother. "All those football camps and trainers she been breeding you since birth. Meanwhile, she penny pinching. F a Blueface, I want Jonathan back. I'd rather us be broke again. F being quiet, I'm hot." And that was from the sister. So she said basically she wants her old brother back. When he wasn't making no money, when he was sleeping in his car, she wants him back because she feels like the fame has changed him. But then you go to her Instagram and she's trying to be an Instagram model. She's posting pictures of herself at the BET Awards. You know, she's posting pictures with Blueface at concerts, hugging him. But you would rather y'all go back to being broke? This, I could be wrong, okay? But this could be a situation of the brother got successful, I didn't. I'd rather he go back to being normal, even though we could have had these fights before. Again, I'm taking a different approach to this because, again, Blueface was wrong for kicking his fam out for the stop, okay? Now, I'm just giving y'all this background so y'all understand it, so y'all don't come to my comment section like, "Hey, he's wrong, man." Or you got these females like, you know, "You're bashing these women." And come on now, you got to understand the psychology of the situation. The fact that his sister enjoys the fame just as much as he does, but she wants him to go back to being broke, to be normal, so I guess he'd be humbled, so he'd be relying on his mother again. Again, I feel like Blueface has probably been very good to his mother and been very good. His sister was living in his house. That's the first mistake. The first mistake was him allowing his sister to live with him. Tell her to get her own place. I wouldn't want none of my family living with me, because if I know I like my space, I like to have thoughts over at the house, I am not going to have my family living there. Period. You want to get you a place, I'll help you get you a place, but you ain't staying with me, you know? But I think in Blueface's mind, he was trying to help his sister out. It wouldn't surprise me at all if his sister wanted to live with him because he's on the road or he's out, he's not at home as much. So she, you know, he let her stay there. But see, that's where the problems come into play, when you want privacy and they're refusing to give you privacy. And now you have these videos. Now, these videos are atrocious. They really are. In this day and age in 2019, you can't be getting yourself in situations where you're kicking your sister and your mother out. You're pushing your sister, you know, down the stairs. Luckily for him, she didn't fall and roll. This is exactly why, once again, you don't have family living in your house. If you want to deal with a thought, take it to a hotel until your family gone. Like, it's almost like he felt like he needed to. It's almost like he felt like he needed. He felt like he needed that chick at that particular moment. Like, bro, you could have had her sitting up at a hotel or whatever, and just, made sure that nobody was at home, man. But the fact that you did this and it's caught on video, like, people are gonna have their perception about this. This is why a lot of you brothers gotta be careful of how you do things, man. Now, Blueface may not care. He may not think this will affect him. Maybe it won't. Because we've seen how when certain dudes do certain things, it gets, pushed to the wayside. No one cares. Now, if you go and look at the Shade Room or some of these other blog posts, the women are going in. They're going in on this guy. But I bet you ain't none of them unfollowed him on Instagram. I bet some of these women who are talking all this about him probably in his inbox. And Blueface did this to himself. There were a couple different ways he could have handled this, but he handled this in the wrong manner. You already know your mother's recording you. This dude smashed his mother's phone thinking that people on IG Live still wouldn't be able to see it. Bro, she wasn't recording a video. She was recording an Instagram Live. Something that you cannot break, okay? And then the sister starts recording outside, and then she starts throwing rocks at his house. So once again, we have to look at the situation where it is. His sister is not no victim. She's outside throwing rocks at the house, telling him to come outside, telling the side chick to come outside, like she want to throw down. So miss me with that. These people are victims. This sister was engaging in dysfunctional behavior just as much as he was. If she would have just left, then I would have said, oh, you know what, man, they didn't deserve that. But when I see a video recorded by the sister of her throwing rocks at his house and asking them to come outside like she ready to put them up, come on, man. They probably fought numerous amount of times. It wouldn't surprise me if Blueface has got into it with them before. Now, I'm not sure, but I believe Blueface father or stepfather is actually still with his mother. And looking at his mother's Instagram, both his sister and him were involved in sports, and she did a lot towards helping in sports. She seems like one of those mothers who was very much so trying to get her kids, involved in something, either sports or in music. She was willing to help get them there because that's what she wanted. She wanted her kids to be famous, especially her son. And now that he's famous, they feel like he owes them, and I don't like that attitude. Like, he got there for the work that he put in. Yes, you helped him, and he helped you. He has his sister living with him. I'm pretty sure he put up a video like gave his mama 10 grand. But y'all also got to understand, he probably not making as much money as y'all think, because there are people are saying that he lives in a mansion. Then you cut to the sister's video when she was outside throwing rocks. He lives in like a regular suburban neighborhood. So maybe he ain't got as much money as people think he got, and people trying to downplay him giving his mother 10 grand. Some of y'all ain't got 10 grand to be holding. So, but I just think that Blueface is a guy, to me, if it wasn't for it being 2019, he would have never been where he is. This is a time where guys don't have to be talented. All they need is a song with a catchy, catchy beat, catchy song title and a nice beat, and they'll be able to go viral. This guy literally came out of nowhere. He was getting cosigns from people as if he was the next best thing, and the guy's terrible. Okay? And now he's gotten himself caught up. But he's not apologizing. He's not doubling down on what I have seen. I don't think this guy cares. I think the people in the comment section care more than he does. Now Now let's cut to what Blueface said on his IG. He put up the video of his mother holding 10,000. You know, then he says, I bet don't none of y'all mama know how to go live on IG dead homies. I'll take this to the chin and let y'all eat this internet story up. Even got a couple more followers coming in. Just remember, none of y'all were there, so none of you really knows what happened. I can believe that. And again, I'm not siding with Blueface, but you have to understand, when the video starts recording, then we see what's going on. But I'm not about to sit up here and put everything on Blueface when the sister and the mother literally will not leave his house. Now I know the sister lives there. Now I know she may have a problem with Blueface, you know, having money and having his own, because for so long he was reliant on his mother. But y'all got to understand, the sister said he was living in his car while his mother was financially supporting him. Why wasn't he living with the mother? Why wasn't he in his mother's house, but his mother was taking care of him? Why was he sleeping in a car? Was that his choice? You know? So we really have to look at these things. It's easy to go at Blueface in this situation, but we have to look at everything in its consumption. So